Alright, everyone. New week, new Odyssey. Are we in for a good time or a terrible time? Ooh, military. Striker Jones. Big fan, big fan. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Military exercise. That's not exercise, that's exercise. Okay. Exercise. You don't need this, but sure. Anyway, let's ignore that. Striker Jones is taking the troops out for some field work. Okay. That's... These two sadly aren't as bad as it could be, but I just personally hate these two maps. The rest look fine. Okay, what have we got? In the loop, hard standard 6 to 50. Chill. Hedge, hard standard 6 to 65. Easy. Firing range, hard impossible 6 to 70. It's not awful. Off the coast, hard standard 10 to 80. That's a nice amount to start off with. I appreciate that Ninja Kiwi sees that off the coast can be a pain in the ass sometimes. And the dreaded one, X Factor, hard standard, free removal rate. That is beautiful. 25 to 80, 13,000 to start with. That is so good. This is going to be a nice week. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. This is going to be a lovely week, isn't it? I guess we're going to go Striker Jones then. See, this is the annoying thing. Whenever they do military-based ones and they include Striker Jones, I feel very sad that they don't include the bomb shooter. I know it's not technically military, but he's got synergies with them, and they're explosives. You know? It just feels like you're missing out. Just feels like you're missing out. I genuinely might not take a mortar if I really don't have to. Like, I know I'd be missing out on literally the synergy I was just talking about, but to be quite honest, I don't use mortars because I'm garbage with them. So why the hell would I bring them along? Anyway, how are we doing this week, everyone? I hope you all are doing well. I was doing quite well for a while, until, when was it? It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before that. So Tuesday. I don't know what I did Tuesday, but I bashed the absolute hell out of my knee. And ever since Wednesday morning, my knee has been in absolute agony. Don't know why, and it's just the one knee, so it's not like I was exercising, because typically if you're doing exercises that involve, you know, something like a squat, and you've got pain afterwards, typically in exercises where you're using both your legs, like in a regular squat, you would experience DOMs in both legs, not just the one. So, am I happy with that? Not really. So yeah, something's happened at some point in time, and I've bashed the absolute crap out of my knee, and now it feels really awful anytime I swap it from being bent to straight or straight to bent. So that's great. Stairs are fun. Stairs are really fun. But yeah, so I've been taking it easy at work. I'm still going to work. Screw that. I'm not letting a slightly annoying knee get in the way of me making money. That's for damn sure. But yes, so I've still been going to work. I've just been taking it easy, prioritizing using my other leg where possible in anything that requires me to squat or bend in any sort of way, shape, or form. And you know, it hasn't been awful. In fact, come to think of it, and this is completely unrelated, this would be a good Odyssey to get that achievement where you don't use your hero at all. Because, honestly, Striker Jones is good, but not great. However, I like to use the hero. It's thematic, and I get a dog, so that kind of just puts Striker Jones up to like S tier for me. But anyway, yeah, so I've just been taking it easy, you know. Been doing a lot of pistol squats with my other leg anytime I need to. Nah, that's not true. I would absolutely not pistol squat every time I needed to actually squat. That would be insane. But no, I've just been sort of squatting but keeping my other leg straight so it can still touch the ground and help me balance and take a little bit of the weight. But for the most part, yeah, my left leg's been doing some heavy lifting. And I do feel bad for it. And in some cases, yeah, you might be thinking, does that not just fuck up your left leg as much as your right leg is? And in some cases, yeah, a little bit. That's a little bit, yeah. But I just feel like so long as my left leg doesn't feel nearly as bad as my right leg does, I'm good to continue doing that. And so far, so good. I really don't know what I did to the leg, though. Like, don't get me wrong. At work and at home, depending on where I'm walking, I absolutely bash the crap out of my legs on everything. Like bed frame at home, and then at work on any crates stacked up onto a pallet that's like maybe 2 or 3 crates high, is roughly around my knee height, which is especially what's hurting. So yeah, maybe it's just some damage from a previous day that I just didn't realize, because typically it's sort of similar to exercise too, actually. Typically, if you hurt yourself at the time, your body will just be like, all right, we can shrug this off for a bit. We're not gonna feel the pain all that much right now. We're just gonna pretend it's not there, and everything will be fine. And then once you get through the difficult time, for example, work or school or exercise or whatever it is, you know, maybe that evening, maybe the next day, you'll suddenly feel like absolute garbage, and you won't be able to pinpoint as to why, because it happened quite a while ago. Anyway, right leg, trash, left leg, great. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's pretty much been my experience at work lately. I've just been in a little bit of pain anytime I need to do a squat. Oh, and of course today was the day when I was chosen to lead the morning warm-up, which always starts off with squats. So I did some very half-assed squats today. Luckily, pretty much everybody knows the morning warm-up routine, so I didn't really have to tell them much. Didn't really have to instruct much. It's not like they were following exactly what I was doing, but yeah. And to make matters even worse, I thought I was recovering quite well, because obviously it happened on Tuesday night at some point. I don't know when or what I was doing then, but it happened on Tuesday night. And then I woke up on Wednesday morning and felt the pain. So then all of Wednesday at work was crappy. And then I fell asleep Wednesday night, woke up today, felt a lot less pain, which was great. Went to work, obviously had to do the warm-up, which kind of sucked, but obviously I took it easy, and things worked out quite well. Going through the rest of the day at work, pretty chill. Took a lot of pressure off my right leg. Put a lot of pressure on my left leg, but it's a solid leg. It's managing to cope, which is great. And then what happens? Just when we're close to sort of finishing off the rest of production and the day's winding down to a nice early finish, naturally, I trip, right? Now, luckily, I didn't trip and fall flat on my face, which I try to prevent at all costs, right? But sadly, my reflexes are really good, but as reflexes go, they kind of just happen. You don't really have a lot of time to think about them as they're happening, right? So as I tripped at work, my reflexes kicked in, and guess whose dominant leg is their right leg, and it sprung into action. Oh, that was pain. So essentially, I tripped, I felt myself losing my balance, and so I was like, oh, have to quickly put a foot down, chose the leg that's completely fucked up, and slammed it on the floor to catch me. And god damn did that shit hurt. Oh, that was horrible. So, I'm thinking I may have just put myself back an extra day of recovery. So that's always fun. That's always fun. But yeah, not a pleasant time. Sniper start, I guess. I mean, what else are you really gonna do here? Where do I want him? Here? That's half decent. Yeah, we'll go something like that. Not the most amazing start in the world, but hopefully we can manage. In fact, how would you manage without monkey knowledge on this one? Seems kinda shit. Not gonna lie. Seems kinda shit. Oh boy. Especially without water. Like, if you could place down a pontoon, is that what it's called? Pontoon. It wouldn't be too bad. But I guess luckily we've got a bit of a long map here, so we can sort of clean things up in a relatively quick and efficient manner. Yeah, okay. We're not completely screwed. Although I will say Sniper Start is not one of the greatest in the world. Be the first to admit that. I don't think I would be the first to admit that. I think that's just common knowledge at this point. Yeah, cool, just let them through. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, I think it might have been a better option for me not to go faster firing, but to place... Oh, I don't have another sniper. Never mind. That is not a better option then. Maybe Full Metal Jacket instead? Cool. Are we dead? 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 We're dead. Cool. Very cool. And we didn't get anywhere near enough to be able to afford even faster firing. Now, ideally, a boat would slaughter this. A sniper monkey, like... all the positions you could put a sniper, unless you could actually put one on top of the head here, but a lot of the positions you could put the sniper in generally does cut off a good chunk of the map. So I feel like this is one of the better spots. It just sucks that is the case. I do typically like to go faster firing, or fast firing and then faster firing. But I guess we'll just see. Please go strong, at least for now. And then clean up the slower ones now. Okay, that's not awful. And we need to keep our options open here. So we've got roughly 600 and something. Nothing else that we have costs 600 or something. So we could be thinking about upgrading to Full Metal Jacket. Which is an upgrade. It's an upgrade, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Whoa, brain melt. It's an upgrade. But I guess the real struggle here is what would I do? What do you do when you're faced with the situation of this? Sniper start on a map that's designed to screw snipers over. I guess we just see what we can afford. Right. So we've got roughly 800. 860 at the moment. So we could buy a plane, which might be of use. Let's not completely rule it out. Put it back on first. That was a whiff. Hit a stupid red balloon. Okay, so we could afford a plane at the start of this round, I believe. but not a whole lot else, which kinda sucks heavily, and we lose to that. Okay, sniper start. Who would have thought? Kinda garbage. So, oh my god, really? We're $6 off. Okay, Striker Jones. This is where you come in and decimate everything because you're shooting literal rockets. If you can't do better than a sniper, what is the actual point of you? Not to be rude, but let's face it. Oh my god, you're actually not doing that great. You're kind of doing pretty pathetically. But let's keep in mind, Striker Jones is a hero. Just because we're about to die because of his pathetic firepower doesn't mean we can't respect and appreciate Striker Jones as oh my god, we are gonna die because of him though. Okay, cool. Pure garbage. Got it. Right. New strategy. Absolutely a new strategy. Aim for strong. And one more. Thank you. Is that gonna help? What helps? What really helps? Let's be honest. Plain RNG. My favorite. Who would ever want flavored RNG? Gross. So gross. Anyway, this seems to work out well. But as usual, when it comes to Odysseys by Ninja Kiwi, I heavily recommend, if you don't have it already, to get yourself a nice little monkey knowledge upgrade known as Mana Shield. Very, very helpful in pretty much any game mode that allows you to use monkey knowledge. Mana Shield will save you so many lives, and you'll be able to take much bigger risks and gambles when you have it. So that's cool too. Ain't that just swell? Anyway, I think we're good for now. We've officially got our foot in the door, so to speak. Thank you very much, Monkey Ace, for supplying that to us. And then now we can get Striker Jones to maybe, you know, act as our second sniper. Because let's face it, they're both sort of trash at early game when you place them immediately, but this guy will get better. This guy will get better. There you go. Already has a bigger blast radius, which is kind of what we needed straight up. Cool. 27 lives isn't. It's not that cool. But if we look at the rest of the maps, big and open, lots of potential for sniping. Big and open, lots of potential for sniping. Plus, we got a lot more cash to start off with. We could almost start off with a helicopter, and we can definitely start off with a helicopter. So, although not that we would want to on X Factor. That's literally one of the few maps where you don't want to have a helicopter, pretty much ever. I would argue. But yes, so far so good. I kind of want you more into the middle of the map if I can help it, but at the same time, I don't want you to be a circle in the middle of the map, so tough decisions, really. Let's upgrade you first. Let's make the cleanup more efficient first, before we do anything else. I want efficient cleaning of this map, top to bottom. Because Striker Jones has got leads covered. We need some good camo detection, and some good shrapnel flying around the place too. I suppose Striker Jones's ability is actually pretty nice on this map. Things getting too far? Bang! Not anymore. Oh god, black balloons. Okay, we're good. We're good. Striker Jones is now useful again. Black balloons are no longer a threat. When do you get... Oh, there you are. Right there. All black balloons less resistant to explosive damage from all monkeys. Dope. Cool. Glad that is kicking in soon. What sort of monkey ace do I want from you? Hit him. Beautiful. I'm thinking Spectre. In fact, if I do that and then get exploding pineapples, it sort of makes up for the fact that I don't want them in the middle of the map. You know? At the very least, bombs will be dropped all over the place. On the pavement, on the grass, in the kiddie pool, on the hedges. All over the place. It'll be a sight worthy to behold. Right. Okay, leads are coming up soon, but we're prepared for that in more ways than one. Okay. Now we can relax again. Which is great, because my leg is acting up. Good old relaxation. I do like the idea of getting Never Miss for some actual global attacking power. Because let's be honest, Sniper, you're great at your job. And honestly, between Never Miss and semi-automatic, I'd get semi-automatic. Phew, almost Freudian slipped myself there. I'd get semi-automatic any day of the week over Never Miss. That's an actual factual fact. Goddamn white Rego balloons. But there's a bit of a but. It does kind of suck when you've got yourself a map that very heavily favors an ace more than a sniper. So for that reason, and pretty much that reason alone, not gonna mess around too much with that. Oh, okay. And that's a solid 25 lives. I appreciate that. And I will remember this. And boop. Cool. I feel so much safer now. Tower that actually covers the whole map and can slaughter balloons from anywhere. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then if I really need to, similarly to the last Odyssey, I can just put centered path and chuck them right over here. Guaranteeing pretty much all the projectiles are just going straight this way. That was an absolutely ridiculous solution, and I love that it still works. Right. Semi-automatic will come in now. Always good to have backup plans on top of your backup plans, so we get this. Semi-automatic and Never Miss can surely take down a Moab. If not, I've got Striker Jones to help me stun it at some point, or stun the ceramics on the inside at some point. Either way though, I think we'll be alright. I think we will do just fine. Actually, this is one of the few maps where a helicopter would come in handy, so let's actually use one. I can't say I would ever say that about the mortar. Maybe if we were playing on moon landing, I would say that about the mortar, but for the most part, I don't think I would ever say that about the mortar. And I know there's going to be some people out there that are absolute mortar diehards and love the mortar and would happily only use the mortar forever in BTD6 because everybody's got a favorite tower and some people's will probably be the mortar. What I'm saying to you guys is the tower's not garbage. I am garbage with it, so I'm not bringing it. And I think that's fair. If I was good with it, sure. If I could micro well with it, sure. But for the same reason I buy Never Miss, and for the same reason I buy Pursuit, I don't want to use the mortar. If Pursuit and Never Miss weren't in the game, I'd still probably use the Monkey Ace just for Sky Shredder, but I would definitely not be using the Heli. Absolutely not. Ooh, I just had an idea. It requires a second heli. I can potentially get my lives back if I support Chinook before the end of the game. See, I'm not the dumbest potato in the shed. And I think that would be really useful, because I hate having 25 lives. I'd much prefer having 50. Because I don't think... I may have lost one or two on the first map, just because I didn't particularly mind losing them, but if I didn't lose any at all, it would be a great thing to have all 50 lives back. And it seems very doable without too much effort on my part. Plus I get extra cash, so hell yeah, win-win. Extra cash, a little bit of lives. Perfect. Then I can sell it, get a lot more cash, and then I can get a tower that can actually defend. No offense, support Chinook. You're great, but your main function is to give people money and lives. Let's not beat around the bush here. Downdraft isn't that amazing. At least to the average player. Like me. Anyway, come on. How much are you giving me? 10 lives, I appreciate that. I will take it. I think we could probably do that one more time, maybe 2 more times, before I get bored of the tower and want to sell it. And before the tower actually becomes absolutely useless. Beautiful. It is actually helping out quite a bit with the whole, you know, the second we pop a Moab, blow the ceramics way all the way back to the start. That is incredibly useful. Okay, we've got 12 grand. It's always helpful. Maybe I can get it to help me afford either an Apache Dart ship or a Spectre before I remove it completely. Because one more use and I'll be back to max lives, whatever that was. Who knows, maybe it was 45, I don't remember. But one more use of it and I will be back to max lives, whatever they were. Oh, it was 50, cool. Cool. Right. 63 is coming up, which is why I'm thinking about potentially selling it for a Spectre, but maybe we don't need to. I haven't done many videos on farming strategies, but one of my favorite memeable ones is absolutely support Chinook farming. And no, before you assume anything or ask anything, no, I'm not farming with literally anything else. I'm not using Banana Farm then going into support Chinook farming. No, just support Chinook farming. It is good fun. Give it a try if you get bored. Oh, can I get a Spectre? Before we die, I mean. Oh, it's probably possible. Oh, it's actually looking very possible. But for some reason I did that, so I guess that's what we're doing. I really did mean to buy the Spectre then, but I just saw that and I clicked that and I was like, yeah, that'll be the one. Didn't pay much attention to what I was clicking on or the fact that it was a top upgrade path or nah, just saw that I could afford it, knew it was an upgrade that would help me, and I just bought it. So yeah, fuck it. Apparently we're doing Apache Dart ship now. But hey, it works just as well. In fact, it's a little cheaper to do the same job that I really wanted the Spectre to do, which is just beat round 63. Anything else is a bonus. And then, yeah. There we go. Guaranteed victory now. Good times, good times. Wait, has that been both maps already? God damn, time flies by. Anyway, I guess that'll be it for part 1 of military exercise. Which I still find pretty funny. Do you think they made this Odyssey last minute? I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm dumb. Hold on, let me just check to see if I'm dumb. Because if I'm dumb, that is hilarious. But I'm doubting. Yeah, no, there is no extra C in exercise. There is a single C. I'm just making sure that I'm not dyslexic or stupid. So military exercise. I mean, I guess it's still technically pronounced the same. Exercise. 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 Anyway, we're not going to focus on that. This is great. Love it. Love taking Striker Jones out for with the troops, with the boys and the grills, the boys and the girls. Anyway, before I cringe myself into oblivion, that has been Military Exercise Part 1. First 2 maps done. Last 3 maps will be done tomorrow. So, if you're still looking for some assistance with that, feel free to watch the video. It'll be coming out then. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and have a great rest of your week.